Dr. who guided me for developing my personality in 2008. He has a good motivation skills, inspiring thoughts. We can develop like anything. Because of him, I got some inspirations, not motivation, I guess the inspiration. And last 2 years I am trying for him to come over here and give some type of thoughts to my students and my faculty. And finally it was materialized. Due to that reason, he has given the 3 days time to us. That is today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. To make best guidance from him, I made the different clusters of the activities for the teachers, for the students, for the girl students and the supporting staff and NSS students, so that we can take the maximum benefit from him. And for that one, he came from Hyderabad, presently working as a professor and head of department management. And before that one, he has worked in so many fields and still is in touch with all the fields. Say he is a scientist in ISRO, is ex-deputy director of some program activities there in space. That is in Cabinet Secretary Government of India, and also worked as a director of UGC Academic Staff College, Calicut University, Kerala, and scientist section head, ADRIN, the Hyderabad Center, and Space Application Center Director, Ahmedabad. Like that, he has a vast experience, multifaceted personality with us. And he's having the effective blogger on his name, and he's having his own website, DrTPS -6.in. Is well-known personality in towards South India, can we say, and in also North India also has a good exposure of his skills. And luckily, I say that I'm very lucky other way around. He is blessing us, giving certain type of the thoughts to us. This is about him. And I say from right side onwards, please introduce yourself to sir.
Dr. Sweetheart,
Mathematics. That's my field. I'm MSc in mathematics, MPhil in mathematics.
I'm working in
Relativity. Mine was in fluid mechanics. You're from Maharashtra?
Maharashtra. PhD from
Amrati University.
MSc from Nagpur University.
I was in Bangalore. I did it in
Myself, Dr. Van Hede, Dean of first year and head of the chemistry department.
chemistry department. That's one subject which I don't understand.
Chemistry.
I understand chemistry of people, but not other chemistry. Sports director.
I'm Ruchir Godbole, and my parent department is chemistry. Presently, I am looking into the humanities department.
Which department? Humanities. Okay.
Yes. So a few other subjects like principles of management, social sciences, communication skills,
Environment science.
environmental sciences, all these are clubbed at one place.
Last year in my college, our environment science teacher left.
Okay.
So I taught 8 batches environment science.
Supreme Court is giving having a subject, compulsory subject in all the colleges.
Yeah. And Navodaya Vidyalaya, energy conservation is a compulsory subject which every teacher has to learn. So teachers training program, 1 week program is on energy conservation. Wonderful.
LMC member.
This is local management committee.
Local management.
The supporting staff members. In our meeting, we will keep him there.
Khandare from computer department.
Yeah, we met.
IST staff secretary presently looking after that activity.
I am Jayant Verma, and my parent department is civil engineering and specialization in geotechnical engineering.
Geotechnical. Okay. I am from geoinformatics. I was in space department. Mapping from space was my job 20 years. So I am both together is my field. Because mapping from space is digital mapping. So we learn a lot of image processing
Yes.
applied in civil engineering.
Civil.
So it's a combined effect.
And presently I am sharing the responsibility of placement activity of these students.
I was holding placement last year in my college. I went to maybe 300 colleges on placement training so far.
Myself, G.K. Kattani. I am from mechanical engineering,
Okay.
and I am looking after students' activities and affairs.
Fine. Fluid mechanics. So.
Looking their CAD/CAM and robotics.
Yeah, my PhD is in heat transfer, but in civil engineering we have a lot of CAD/CAM applications.
Yeah.
So I remember I studied microstation, one of the strong CAD/CAM from Intergraph in 80, 89, 90. We have to come to Bombay to learn CAD/CAM from Hyderabad those days. There was only one center in India where CAD/CAM was taught.
Did you also work in artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
Software development.
Computer vision, artificial intelligence.
We have that software.
Myself, Dennis Khan, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department. I am teaching heat transfer.
Heat transfer. I was looking at my old PhD thesis recently. Integral partial differential equations, which runs 5 pages. Equal will come on the 5th page.
Myself, Dr. Abhay Gaikwad. I am from Electronics and Telecommunication Department.
Okay.
Right now I am looking after as a recharge for library.
Okay. You have SAR, synthetic aperture radar applications and all that. Communication, satellite communication. You have geodesy.
Actually, my PhD topic was related to that.
Okay.
My topic was through-hole imaging for target detection.
Okay.
It was a defense application. So there we have developed that imaging algorithm for SAR application.
He was telling I was in Delhi. I was with the defense in a policing department. It was raw. So I was a DG of police for 3 years. The designation was deputy director, equivalent to director general of police. The first civilian to be in the department. Otherwise, it is an IPS or defense job. They didn't get somebody who has this background, strategic analysis. There are a lot of applications.
We have developed what we call it as radar.
I think there is one ISRO sponsored program, Respond. Are you aware of it? Respond.
I had been to DRDO bank.
Respond will fund people
Okay.
on these projects. Target detection
Yeah.
using satellite images. There is a lot of money but no takers. It's one of the field where you can try. Respond.
So myself, Isra Amdani, Head of Computer Science Engineering Department.
Okay. This is combined, right? IT and
Yes.
computer science.
Presently I am doing my PhD in real-time database system.
Okay. Do you have real IT admissions now?
Yes.
Most of the colleges in Andhra, IT is closed.
No, IT admissions are less as compared to computer,
Okay.
but admissions are less.
But still. A lot of applications actually, data mining and such things and all that, right? Data warehousing. My MBA thesis was knowledge management. So in that I used data mining, expert systems. In MBA we have IT specializations, right? IT specialization.
Myself, S.K. Bidwai. I am Associate Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department.
Okay.
I am also on LMC, Local Management.
Local management. A lot of mechanical engineering.
Myself, MP Zavarkar, Head Electronics Engineering Department. Presently working on speech processing.
Which department is it?
Electronics Engineering.
Electronics.
Yeah. I am also Dean R&D.
We had some projects. I didn't work on the telephone coding, decoding. Most of the defense applications we have a strong coding requirement.
Yes.
There is a center itself coming in Hyderabad, a secret center, just working on coding. That's under NTRO, National Technical Research Organization. It may be almost equal to Rome. In
Forensics and other things.
it's like no, it's not. It's on signal. based intelligence. We have 3 types of intelligence: human, satellite based, another one is signal. So how do you transfer signals? Where when I telephone, it should go on the line, but with my decoding, which is put here. Encoding and decoding, but it's a very challenging. I remember I did my MSc in Cochin University. There was one PhD fellow who challenged. Coding was his thesis, only very small thesis. He said anybody can decode this within some time he has given. 1.5 years. The challenge was 20 lakhs rupees. Those days, long back. And he was awarded PhD for that paper. It's a very strong field. Madhamridanandamai is MUT, and our Hyderabad center is having a lot of collaboration on this. Security.
Lot of work is being done.
Lot of work is being done. So I have only one sample book of my. One is Life Made Simple. This is a philosophical discussion between me and my students on Orkut. Nearly 8 years back I started this. So it's all questions and answers from my students. It's available. It's nearly lot of questions on any part of life. So students keep asking. So this is one gift from it. This is my Delhi. I was in a post where I am not supposed to have public activities. So it was a nice time to sit in the office and write poetry. So this is a poem which I wrote in Delhi in 2 years. This is also on life. It's Life of Love.
Thanks, sir.
Another 2-3 books are in make, but now I am not getting time. I'll have to have a second retirement. I took my retirement in 2009, and 2 years I was in a small village in Kerala doing social service, teaching 8th class children. That was my job, which I have taken, which is supported by one of the strong construction company in India. Not in India, abroad. Shobha Developers. Heard about
Shobha Developers?
Yeah.
From India only, I think.
He is a Palakkad man.
Yeah.
He happens to be a non-person to me. So after my retirement, he took me to do a CSR project, corporate social responsibility project in his village. Shobha is the one who constructs Infosys buildings.
Yeah.
Without quotation.
Okay.
No codes. You construct and give the bill, they will pay. Including the wall clock, including the pen stand will be made by him. No subcontracting. Including the chair, including the cushion on that, including the Infosys is a wonderful place.
Yeah, I visited so many other pieces of the Infosys.
Yeah.
I find it's a
You the bedspread, bedsheet is also made by PNC Menon, Shobha Developers. So it's full solution by one man. He has got projects in construction, and he is one of the 5th richest man in UAE. An Omani citizen now. Oman government, the Muslims generally don't give citizenship to other caste, but Omani government has given because he started to Oman. He is the person who builds palaces abroad. So India he is not in too much, but he has got 700 acres in Cochin city. You can imagine that's a richness he has. So he wanted to do a small project in his village. So we had discussions. Our discussions are like, first discussion was 5 hours, second discussion 13 hours. That's a quality of work which you do. When you start doing, everything else is suspended, he will focus on that. And then he asked me only one question: can you change this poorest of the poorest children from a government school which is having no background? How do we take them to an international standard student? What you can do? That was the question. He runs a school which is from LKG, it's running up to 4th class now. It's like an international, that building, and you go to that school and go to toilet, you can put your hand inside the WC. It will not smell urine. That's how he cleans. You have to see whether the maintenance is good by taking a tissue paper and rubbing here and see whether dust is there or not. That's how he tests. He does it. I've seen, I lived with him. 6-8 months I lived with him. So I took these children, when they come to 12th class, it takes another 8 years. So if you has to see the result from 4th class, the first batch has to come, 8 years it takes. 12th class only you can at least see them whether they are eligible to become in engineering college or medical college minimum. Or maybe what choice they'll take. So I took a challenge of taking them from 8th class, in 4 years taking them to a 12th class standard, international standard. That's a project which I worked. So that I was there for 1 year. What I did was, I found the teachers are bad, that's why students are bad. Because government schools, if you go, the teacher who taught me in my 8th class, if I ask a question whether I am better or he is better, I am better now. So my question is, a engineering college student, first year engineering college student, he must have studied in an 8th class, but if he goes there and teach now, mathematics, a civil engineering student teaches mathematics. A chemical engineering student teaches chemistry. Mechanical engineering student goes and teaches physics. I thought that will be a good proposal. So I went to neighboring colleges, picked up young students who wanted to become part-time teachers, took the students from 8th class, used their leisure time and free time holidays, because generally we work only 200 days. 165 days we are free. Teachers are also free, students are also free. Use 165 days to teach these young children, 8th class children, not by us, but by the engineering medical college students. A medical college student, MBBS student, and second year goes and teaches biology. So I made a education system there. So I don't have to be there, my job is over. So I trained a lot of young youth to become teachers. That is a rigorous training, because they must learn how to teach. So that's a blended thing which I did. After that I came to Hyderabad for family reasons. I had to be in Hyderabad, so I'm working in a college where he has a lot of contact. His nephew is our librarian. Yesterday only I came to know. Well, I was coming, somebody told me that. He was from his back, Warangal, and I think our chairman is, secretary is also the college is owned by, our college is a big college, 560 acres of land. State government has recognized it as a world university. If you want, you can expand it to world university. So autonomous. First step is going on. So most of my activities on that. Alright, we have a culture in Hyderabad where engineering college also has an MBA department. So when I joined, I don't know which department I belong to, because I said I can teach maths, I can teach computer science, I can teach mechanics. I am not an expert in anything. In Department of Space, we must know everything. It's like a mixed vegetable curry in a 5-star hotel, which will have no specific taste, right? That's what we are. In Department of Space, we have geography people, they also have to learn computer science. So I started my programming with Fortran 4, Fortran 77 on wax machines. Then you name any machine, we had a liberty to buy. Department of Space is very rich. And we have a different culture. Suppose you have in this college a budget. He is the person who is sanctioning it, principal. In Department of Space, we have director. We have section heads. So director's job is to give money to all the section heads. So he is free. Each section head has to take care of his budget. And I was a section head, but I also don't spend. I will give in charge people. So totally decentralized. T.N. Sheshan, you know, right? He is the person who wrote Department of Space rules. It is not Government of India rule. It's a different rule by itself. This is not, structure is not there in anywhere. So T.N. Sheshan wrote the rules and got an approval from Parliament. So we worked in such a situation. So we have every system. Every one of us are supposed to start coding and programming. We have geography people, chemistry. I was also head of photo lab. So a little bit of chemistry I have to forcefully learn. And we have a large photo lab. So we have chemistry people, physics people, geography people, mechanical engineering, civil engineering. Every blend will be there. So that's why we learn many things, but nothing very, very specific. Application oriented activities.
Professor Rahate, sir, is head of the physics department.
Physics department. I think every other branch becomes either physics or chemistry. Mathematics is supporting only. Last year we had some strikes in colleges. So whenever there is a strike and students are around, I start teaching first year physics, mathematics, chemistry. I also teach chemistry, though I don't know. And placement, last year I did one massive program. First year, second year, third year, fourth year students undergo a placement training. Every day, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I teach. First year on English communication. Second year on analytical skills. Third year on problem solving, like aptitude and such. Fourth year all on interview skills and all that. On rotation, 2,800 children. So every student in my college is my student. 2,800 students in my college. So in 1 month, and that's a book now. And I don't prepare notes. I don't prepare notes. I'll make my students to prepare notes and send it to me on email. It's a new technique of teaching which I introduced to myself, and it's found very, very useful. And all that they write, I edit it and make a nice volume. So that becomes a book for me. And students will learn how to make notes. And the task is they have to sit down and make notes. That's the internal marks. So everybody is in competition to make the best notes. And we are free. And every class, environment science, whatever I taught, I have posted onto, the student's note is posted onto blog. So if somebody is not attending the class, they can look at the blog, they can learn it. I run 62 blogs. So each class, 62 blogs. And now in holidays, I run a civil aspirants program. IAS students. I have 35 IAS students now. They will write IAS next year. At least 17 of them are writing now. Most of them are from Infosys or Cognizant and such companies. They are BTech fellows joined there 1 year, 1.5 years. So last 1.5 years they are with me. Every holiday they come to my house. I have a house in which one hall is meant for this class. So we will put it onto internet saying that today I am there. They all wanted to come to Pusad. I stopped them. Otherwise there will be 10 students coming along with me. So they are all employed somewhere else, but they are seriously looking for writing IAS and IPS. Most of them are on IAS and IPS. I left the Department of Space, government job, exactly on 20 years of my completion of my service, to become a teacher. And that was my ambition. But in the Department of Space also for 10 years, 2000 to 2009, December. Exact 10 years. 2000 I started January. And 2009 December, 10 years, most of the time I was teaching. One place was Academic Staff College.
Calicut University.
No, in JNTU where I started teaching. There are image processing courses.
Hyderabad
courses. I am from Kerala. Studied sometime in Bangalore. My PhD is from Bangalore University. Not from ISC, Bangalore University. I think Vidarbha region, this is my first visit.
Vidarbha region.
I was in Pune, Bombay for classes, but I think this region is first. I visited Aurangabad. It's almost look like Marathoda region.
So your first time in this region?
Yeah, first time. It's first time in this region. I never come to, I think,
Even Nanded also.
Nanded I have not come. I was thinking of coming to Basara for a long time. Basar.
Yeah, Saraswati temple.
That also did not happen. I am not a religious person. I am from a meditation background. I am from Himalayan meditation. My master is, I am a Himalayan meditation master from Rishikesh. My Swami Vedabharati is my guru. So I don't visit temples, but Basar was one place where I wanted to visit. So I was crossing Basar. First time. Thanks to him for making this to happen. This may be my 372nd college which I am visiting.
372nd.
Yeah. And I taught more than 5 lakh students, more than 3 lakhs of teachers probably. So, because I ran teachers training programs. Generally I don't take small little programs. I like to have a continuous long-term programs because I understand the students to learn us, it takes nearly 2 hours. They will not ask, they will not interact. So I have 24 hours programs. If you permit, I will run from 11 o'clock to tomorrow 11 o'clock. Same students will sit. I had many such sessions, not one, for namesake. I think I don't know here how is it. I don't know. Maybe once I talk to students.
We have arranged a couple of activities here.
Yeah.
Like upcoming
Students should ask a lot of questions. Otherwise, the class becomes useless. That's what I believe.
They should have the inquisitive nature.
Yeah.
Then only they will
I think, and I don't think a college is great just because you make 100 people on placement in some companies with 3 lakh packages. We don't celebrate. Do we celebrate? In any other college can do. I'm sure if 2 of them become an IAS, we celebrate, right? Is it not? Or if they become an MLA or MP, that also we celebrate. I'm sure if one of the earlier student happened to be a MP or a minister in central government, we celebrate. We boast that our student is, right? If 3-4 students becomes all India service, I think that's one, when you are on a stand, that's one where we should focus, I think. Last year, one of our students, if Aurora, I joined 1 year now. If somebody asks me what is my contribution to that, one BTech student got into PhD in IAC direct. Directly to PhD. There is one option, I don't know whether you know that.
Yeah,
There is an option. 10 seats in total India in IAC computer science department. Every department has got. So he appeared for MS. But the interview committee asked him to fill up a form for PhD and re-interviewed him.
Hello.
He used to come to my house, the holiday programs.
Yeah, myself.
So I think that will, we must say that I have one credit of making one student to. Sorry.
After half an hour, you make one, please.
It's nice to be teachers. Unfortunately, I couldn't be full time. Even now I am not full time. I keep on traveling from my department. That's one contract which I had with my principal. So you pay me only when I come. If I don't come, don't pay me. That's it. So whenever I travel out, that's not considered, because otherwise minimum I think 10 days leave is permitted to teachers.
12 days.
12 days. Average 10 to 12 days. Yeah.
See.
I use extensively. Last month I think 15 days, 7 days I was out.
Any other plans to
Any more?
share?
You should ask.
Yes. Definitely we are doing a couple of activities, so we will be interacting with him for coming days.
By evening, we are having a meeting with you on the faculty.
Okay.
It is
5:30.
for teaching faculty members.
Teaching.
We are having a program at 5 o'clock today.
Okay.
And tomorrow we are having a couple of activities for students also. Especially one program is for girls and students also.
We have
Girls students.
large number of girl students here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nearly 30 to 40%.
Anyway, I studied the whole area. I generally look at Google Map. Mapping is my job. So nice building, good place.
Only drawback with our brother, I should not call it as drawback, but the only thing is that we are remotely located. Communication system is very
One way that is good. See, in
yeah.
city we have an advantage and disadvantage. In Bongir is 50 kilometers away. Students will not run away in between.
That's the advantage.
Correct? See, in city, students keep coming late.
They are having different points of attractions also. So
Yeah.
they run out to all these points of attraction.
And once the college bus brings them there, to travel is a big job, so they don't go. So once they are there, they are in the campus. If not in the class, at least campus they have.
Yes.
I remember our secretary Ramesh had a big joke. He says, classrooms are 75% full. 75% attendance requirement. Varanda is 100%. Library is 25%. Nobody goes there. 150% canteen. 200% bathrooms and toilets. Some of the students who come from remote places, they may not even have a bathroom of this style in their places. 40% of them don't have. I mean, here I just learned the style of eating because it's entirely different here, right? We don't.
Different.
They don't have breakfast, they have lunch.
Yeah.
So I was just having poha in my lunch. 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
And so it's a great experience. When you travel, it's a great experience because I keep on traveling. NIT Hamirpur to Kanyakumari. Hamirpur, I went for a Tech Fest program. We had a wonderful mechanical engineering department. We had a wonderful. I went 2 days early. You must, if you go to north, you must visit NIT Hamirpur. Wonderful campus, full trees. Anyway, his Roorkee is another great. When I travel from Delhi to Rishikesh, I drive through IIT just for seeing that area. Because that campus is very beautiful. I used to drive, every time, without missing, because my affinity to university and institutions are different. So I just wanted to see. So I'll say that I will take one round around it, go to all the places and then go. It's a pleasant, beautiful place. So NIT Hamirpur is another beautiful place. So mechanical engineering wanted to have one competition. Then one competition was to take a motorbike, remove all the spare parts by mechanical engineering department, set it back. They could remove, but then assembling we had to call mechanic from local places.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. So, sir, interested more in the interaction point of view, and hopefully in the next 5:30 timing in our allotted schedule, and we interact more, sir, regarding all the issues.
Most of you stay here only in the campus?
Around 30% staff members, you know.
Couple of kilometers.
How many staff you have?
120 staff members, sir.
Good.
Teaching staff.
Students maybe
250.
2,000?
2,200. And 250 non-teaching staff. 120, 220, 250 plus 220, 2,200 students.
So I am here. If I am of any use to you,
Till then.
I'll be glad.
Yeah, we are really very happy to see you.
Very, very, very glad. It's a long-term
Interactions.
interaction. Rarely we see somebody. Many people will attend classes, but they don't even, return back and attend. Very few. That's why I keep saying in a program, if one of them keep in touch, that's great. Maybe that time they will not keep in touch. I have students who comes after 8 years and saying, I attended a session in 2002. now I am in US, I want some help in this. No? Then we will, 8 years after that somebody is remembering us. A test mail will come. Just to confirm your mail. Like that. That's great. So that way we were in touch, I think, most of the time. I think once or twice when I came to Ajanda Ellora, I called him. Then he was in US.
That time.
He was picking my phone from US.
Yeah, that time.
Good, nice to see.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.